What's going on, guys? First off, Happy New Year. As you guys know, if you saw our previous video, we're back, we're making videos, and this is the first in the series. We took, a bit of time off from YouTube. I'm not really going to delve into much of that, but the point is, we're back, we're making videos now, and we have content coming to you guys again. So we're looking forward to it. We hope you are too. So our first video.
So in the spirit of the new year, we thought that we would do a video for all the newcomers to the gym, because usually around this time, there's a lot of people with new fitness goals or that are just starting in the gym. So we're going to do a video of 6 things that we wish we had known before we started working.
3 each.
3 each. Yeah.
So, we should know, yeah. Alright, so first up, mine is mobility.
Could all forgot what it was, so we had to check on his phone.
Okay, first up, mine is proper form. And obviously you hear it a lot, and it's probably not, something groundbreaking, ego lifting, but it's something I wish I knew. My friends, that would work out with me in college can kind of attest to the fact that we would always go in there and try to break our own records. I mean, half squatting, half benching, really, and you never realize the toll it takes on your body when you're younger, but we're trying to prevent injuries here. And as you lift as the years go by, you realize it's a sport of longevity, and utilizing proper form is going to help you get a better contraction, and it's going to kind of prevent injury in the long run. So I think proper form is the first main thing I wish I knew before I stepped foot in a gym.
My first one was just utilizing a variety of rep ranges. Being a girl or a woman who's working out, people told me that, I didn't want to do anything other than the 12 to 15 rep range. If I did higher reps, then, I'd build a lean muscle and not get bulky or whatever. And I think a lot of people, not just women, they don't really understand the importance of strength training. Hypertrophy and strength training kind of go hand in hand. You really can't just be chasing a pump the entire time. You want to get stronger because you're not going to put on muscle without getting stronger. It's just not going to happen. So now you'll see, obviously, more in my videos, I'm utilizing rep ranges from either, singles, triples, reps of 6, and so on.
Okay, my second one is mobility and warming up. And it kind of piggybacks off proper form. But basically, the reason a lot of people can't squat, to depth, or can't do certain movements is typically, first and foremost, a mobility issue. I mean, for new lifters especially, how many of them really even know what foam rolling is? How many of them utilize, proper stretching and warming up before their lifts? I can't go into the gym now and not warm up my shoulders before I lift. 3 years ago, I would go in and the first thing I would do is hit the bench and start benching or whatever. But, now you kind of understand the importance of loosening those tight muscles. When you work out, your muscles are getting short and you're getting tight, and you're feeling pain a lot of the time, and that pain isn't necessarily something you have to go to a doctor or physical therapist or something for, but something you can fix at home through mobility, through stretching, foam rolling, so on and so forth. So, I mean, now for all the newcomers, when I started working out, mobility work really wasn't big. But now for all the newcomers, I think everyone, needs to have at least a lacrosse ball and a foam roller at home that they should try to utilize at least, 10, 15 minutes a day.
The next one, the importance of compound movements. So you have your bench, your squat, and your deadlift. Those are the 3 big ones. Especially as a beginner, these should be the bulk of your training. A lot of people will kind of hold off on them because they think they're beginners, that they're not ready to do squats and deadlifts. Me personally, I did not deadlift or bench for the first 2 years that I worked out. And what you don't realize is that these are building a foundation in bodybuilding or powerlifting, whatever you're doing. You really don't, like Kunal said, you don't build a house starting with the roof. You need your foundation. And in terms of building a good physique, you're going to need these movements, as well as in terms of caloric expenditure. You're going to be your best friends because they, utilize the most muscles, and they're really going to help you out. So don't leave those out of your workout.
And then the last one for me is just not following pros, not following professionals, and not killing in the gym. So I guess the big one is, you hear, I looked up, Phil Heath's workout, Kai Green's workout, any, bodybuilder, what Arnold used to do, and replicating those workouts, and what people fail to realize is these beginners, you don't know exactly what they did when they started, and you can't just jump the gun and follow what they're doing now. Not to mention, guys, that half of the things on Simply Shredded and Bodybuilding.com aren't what they actually do, more so than just something they're putting in writing for the article. And that's just the truth about it. Half of these bodybuilders have their own trainers, and they're not going to go in depth in their workout because that's something that they pay for. And then along with that, not overkilling it, going in the gym and trying to get the most ridiculous pump, the craziest workout you've ever had, doing arms for an hour or 2 hours. There's a principle of volume and what your body needs to adjust to. And the simplest way I can put it is, if you go in and do overkill before your body's ready, how are you supposed to progress from that point? So understanding proper programming, or if you don't, get someone that does, but not just blindly following something you saw in the gym or someone that's working out that may be more advanced than you, because that's the case. You two are two different people, and training is a personalized thing. So that's a big one that I think a lot of people do, is they try to follow pros, and it's really not the best for you.
And the last one is just have fun with it. Builds off a little bit on what he just said. We've all seen the memes about, the bulk of people coming in January for their New Year goals, and then like a couple months later the gym's really empty. And it is true, a lot of people fall off track. And I think if you're having fun with your workouts and you're doing stuff that you really like to do, then you're not going to fall off. Because if you start seeing it as something that you have to do, a chore, you're not going to want to do it. Don't worry about following specific programs or trying to look like specific people. Just do you, have fun with it, and you'll do fine. So, yeah.
So that's about it, guys. Those are some of the things that we thought of that, might or would help lifters, some things we wish we knew. If you guys have anything else that you think, you wish you knew when you started, or some more advice that you'd want to give, drop that in the comments below. And if you did like this video, if you think it could help someone out, go ahead and give it a share, give it a thumbs up. That really helps us, and that helps the channel a lot. So that's about it. We're about to go to the gym, record some more stuff for you guys. So we'll see you in the next one.